The day Ronaldinho shone on the field and humiliated Juventus was an epic moment in football. This happened on the 10th of January 2010 during a clash between Milan and Juventus in Turin for the Italian championship. Juventus, playing at home and expected to win, boasted solid players like Gianluigi Buffon, Alessandro Del Piero, and the legend Fabio Cannavaro, one of the few defenders in football history to win the Ballon d'Or. On the other side, Milan had a squad packed with stars like Dida, Andrea Pirlo, Gennaro Gattuso, Alexandre Pato, Clarence Seedorf, and the main star Ronaldinho, a true football wizard capable of pulling off jaw-dropping feats. It was a clash of titans, and another chance for Ronaldinho to showcase his ball magic to the world. When the ref kicked off the match, it started frenetically. Right in the first minute, Ronaldinho showcased his technical skill by regaining possession and swiftly flicking a phenomenal pass to Pato, who was sprinting towards the goal. Pato, already in the box, controlled the ball with his chest but found trouble. Even under pressure, he attempted a shot, but it wasn't powerful enough, making life easy for Buffon, who made the save for Juventus without a hitch. Right after that play, Juventus responded. Vincenzo Iacchinta, with a blistering run, got a majestic through ball in the box. He lined up the shot with intent, but a Milan defender managed to block the attempt, denying a scoring chance. Shortly after, at 3 minutes, Juventus had another great chance when Quinta received a superb forward pass and was face-to-face with the keeper, with Del Piero on the left as a passing option. However, he chose to go straight for goal, and the ball whizzed close to the post, exiting by the end line. Del Piero, visibly frustrated, didn't hide his irritation for not getting the pass in a clear position to score. Now, it was Ronaldinho's turn to reappear in the game. Around the 4-minute mark, Milan launched a devastating attack, dismantling the opposition's defense with quick passes, ending with a pass from Seedorf to Ronaldinho on the left, inside the box. Even under heavy pressure, and with the ball nearly slipping out of bounds, Ronaldinho still managed to fire a cross shot towards the goal. However, the opposing keeper was alert and managed to intercept the shot. Just 11 minutes in, Juventus had Milan's defense sweating bullets. Claudio Marchisio, making a gutsy call, unleashed a powerhouse right foot strike from outside the box. The shot was so fierce that even with Dida in good position, the keeper couldn't hold on to the ball and only managed a partial block. Luckily, a Milan defender was quick on his feet and cleared the rebound threat in no time. By the 13th minute, the game was evenly matched, but that all changed when Milan regained possession in midfield. Seedorf, with his razor-sharp game vision, dished out a masterful pass to Antonini, who was primed to attack. Antonini, bursting with speed and unwavering determination, tore through the opposing defense and charged into the box. Before any defender could cut him off, he fired a precise and powerful shot. The strike was so well placed that even Buffon's quick reflexes fell short. The ball rocketed into the net, marking Milan's first goal of the game. This crucial early goal kicked off a wild celebration among the Milan players, now holding a significant edge on enemy turf against a formidable foe. The jubilation was tangible, as this goal might just be the first hint of a memorable victory over a strong rival. Meanwhile, Ronaldinho was itching to show off his skills. At the 26th minute, the Brazilian star dazzled with some fancy footwork, juggling the ball despite heavy pressure from opponents, leaving the crowd in awe. Shortly after, Ronaldinho shone again by intercepting an enemy pass and sparking a devastating counterattack. He advanced, exchanging sharp passes with teammates, and even after a pass was picked off, he quickly reclaimed the ball with agility and resolve. Continuing his march towards the opponent's goal, Ronaldinho then got a slick pass from Pato inside the box. With all the cool and skill only a player of his stature could muster, Ronaldinho seized the moment and sent a low, relentless shot toward goal. Buffon made a heroic effort to save, but Ronaldinho's perfectly placed strike tucked into the corner, leaving no chance for a save. Ronaldinho's celebration was a show in itself. He sprinted across the field, flaunting his iconic hang-loose gestures, and topped it off with some of his signature samba moves. The stadium roared as Ronaldinho not only showcased his exceptional talent with the ball, but also his genuine charisma and unmistakable flair, celebrating in a way only he can. 2 goals down on their own turf with a packed house, frustration began to grip the Juventus players. This was evident at the 35th minute when Cannavaro, in a moment of desperation, committed a harsh foul on Marco Borriello. The aggression cost Cannavaro dearly, earning him a yellow card for the foul, ramping up the pressure on the home team even more. At 38 minutes, in a desperate attempt, Juventus surged forward with Del Piero, who unleashed a powerful long-distance shot with his left foot. The shot was precise and threatening, but Dida, with quick reflexes, pulled off a spectacular spectacular save for Milan. The tension in the game remained high until the last moments of the first half. As soon as the referee blew the whistle to start the second half, the intensity skyrocketed. At 49 minutes, Milan launched an attack when Alexandre Pato received the ball but was brutally taken down by a violent foul from Grosso, who hit him from behind. The referee, fully attentive to the play, quickly punished Grosso with a yellow card. Unshaken, Pato quickly got up, grabbed the ball, and positioned himself for the free kick. With the referee's signal, he delivered a powerful and precise shot. However, on the other side was Manager, who had just entered the game and, with sharp reflexes, made a spectacular save, thwarting the Milanese attack. Now, it was Ronaldinho's turn to showcase his magic again. Immediately after the previous play, Milan attacked again, with Ronaldinho advancing on the left. Challenging the defense, he dribbled into the box and passed to Marco Borriello, who, unfortunately, lost control of the ball as he tried to advance. However, the Juventus defense got confused in their attempt to clear the play, allowing Milan to quickly regain possession. With a touch of magic, Ronaldinho, with his back to the goal, found Borriello with a spectacular pass. But under intense pressure, Borriello was dispossessed before he could finish, frustrating a promising play. At 53 minutes, Milan regained possession, and Ronaldinho initiated a thrilling counterattack, skillfully dribbling past an opponent and using his vision to send a precise pass to Alexandre Pato in attack. However, as Pato sped to reach the ball, he was taken down by an opposing defender, but the referee surprisingly chose not to call the foul. Shortly after, Ronaldinho picked up the ball on the left of the attack and attempted to showcase his famous dribbling, facing two opposing defenders at once. But this time they were prepared and managed to dispossess the star, thwarting his attempt to pass. At 62 minutes, Milan initiated an attack from the right, with Alexandre Pato executing spectacular dribbles to get past two defenders. As he was about to enter the box, a third opponent took him down with a dangerous foul. Near the box, this infraction posed an imminent risk to the opposing team, especially with Pirlo, a master at free kicks, ready to execute. At the referee's whistle, instead of aiming directly at the goal, Pirlo opted for a cunning cross. However, the opposing defense was alert and managed to intercept the pass, neutralizing the threat. It was about time Ronaldinho shone again in the match. And that's exactly what happened at the 66th minute when Milan launched another devastating attack, with Zambrotta delivering a precise pass on the right wing and whipping in a dangerous cross into the box. The Juventus defense managed to clear the ball initially, but by a twist of fate, it fell perfectly to Ronaldinho inside the box. The Brazilian star, spotting a tempting gap between the defenders, didn't hesitate and fired a low shot with extreme precision towards the goal. Substitute keeper Manager stretched to his limit to reach the ball. However, Ronaldinho's shot was so perfect that it went past him and rippled the net. The ace celebrated with contagious euphoria, ripping off his shirt, twirling it in the air, and waving to the crowd of Milan fans who were buzzing with the scene. The celebration didn't stop there, as Ronaldinho also delivered his iconic samba steps, stamping the moment with his signature pure joy. Meanwhile, the Juventus players looked beaten and humiliated, now trailing at home by 3 goals, feeling the weight of defeat in front of their own fans. As the clock neared 70 minutes of play, Milan's coach decided on a strategic move, substituting Ronaldinho for Inzaghi, preserving the star for future clashes. As he walked off the pitch, Ronaldinho was warmly embraced by his teammates, showing gratitude for having such a caliber player alongside them. At this moment, Milan's fans stood up and gave a rousing round of applause, a true storm of clapping that echoed through the stadium, reflecting the immense respect and admiration everyone felt for the Brazilian star. As he left the field, even Milan's coach couldn't contain his admiration, approaching to shake hands and hug Ronaldinho, thanking him for having such exceptional talent in his squad. The substitution of Ronaldinho was a magical moment, celebrated by all as the departure of a true football icon. The game remained electrifying, and at the 73rd minute, Milan unleashed another dangerous attack with a long pass. The Juventus defense initially repelled the ball, but the rebound fell perfectly for Alexandre Pato. Quickly, Pato tried to connect with Inzaghi, but an opposing defender, in a moment of pure instinct, touched the ball, diverting its course and nullifying a great attacking opportunity for Milan. With Ronaldinho's departure, the game began to turn more favorable for Juventus. At 76 minutes, Juve launched a blistering attack when Claudio Marchisio, with determination, fired a powerful and accurate shot from outside the box. But Dida was alert and made a good save, keeping the score unchanged. Immediately after, Juventus initiated a swift counterattack with Del Piero receiving the ball in attack, advancing into the box facing the marking and unleashing a cross shot. However, Milan's defense was alert, and with a decisive intervention, managed to clear the danger. The final minutes of the game were a true test of endurance for Milan, who withstood intense pressure. Yet, at the sound of the final whistle, the stadium erupted in applause, with fans celebrating the team's brilliant performance. Ronaldinho emerged as the great hero of the match, displaying spectacular football and scoring 2 decisive goals that sealed a dominant victory against a formidable opponent on enemy territory. The day R10 showed Neymar, who's the GOAT, was straight-up soccer fire, featuring an epic comeback at the rival's home turf, a hat trick from Ronaldinho, and Neymar bagging the year's sickest goal. This legendary match went down on July 27, 2011, in a hype match between Flamengo and Santos for the 11th round of the Brazilian Championship. On one side, you had Neymar Jr., just 19 and living his prime at Santos, hyped as Brazil's next big thing in soccer. On the flip side, veteran Ronaldinho at 31 was seeing his star dim back in Brazil after a roller coaster ride in Europe. It was the perfect showdown of different gen eras, Neymar on the rise and Ronaldinho battling father time. Still, the game had mad hype. 2 soccer giants clashing, and what a show it was. Early on, Santos, with Neymar on fire, was owning the game. Just 4 minutes in, Flamengo fumbles the ball mid-pitch and Santos goes on the attack. Neymar gets the ball, schools a defender, then passes to midfielder Elano, who quickly feeds striker Borges, who slots it home with style. Before 5 minutes were up, and before Ronaldinho even touched the ball, Neymar's squad had already netted 1. Flamengo tried to clap back after the goal, with a 1-2 with Ronaldinho passing to striker Luis Antonio, but it was a no-go. 10 minutes in, midfielder Elano botches a back pass straight to Ronaldinho, who goes beast mode on the defenders. Showing off his magic, he dribbles past 2 Santos players and shoots with his left. But the keeper, on his toes, pulls off a sick save with his fingertips. A few minutes later, after Santos slips up in defense, Ronaldinho's back at it, finding space for a shot. But again, Santos' keeper Rafael is there to deny him. That's when Ronaldinho realizes he's got to level up his genius and guts to beat the keeper. Not even a minute later, Neymar steps up, intercepting a pass mid-pitch. He charges forward, passing to Gonzo, who flicks it back for Neymar to shoot, but the keeper blocks it. The ball ricochets to Neymar, who even from the ground manages to assist Borges for another goal. Another stunning play by Neymar, this time with an assist for the goal. Just 16 minutes in, and Ronaldinho's squad is down by 2, needing a serious comeback. Soon after, Flamengo gets a golden chance when striker David finds himself in the box, keeperless. But he fumbles the ball, hitting his shin and missing the shot. Seemed like luck wasn't wearing Flamengo's jersey. After that close call for Neymar's team, it was his turn to shine. Receiving the ball mid-pitch, he dribbles past a player, plays a 1-2 through the defenders, and goes on the attack. Facing 3 Flamengo defenders, he decides to take them on, dribbling and evading. With his sheer brilliance, he breaks into the box and scores an absolute stunner. Neymar totally schooled like half the opposing team and scored one of the most epic goals ever. That goal was so lit, it later snagged the Puskás Award for the sickest goal of the year. At this point in the game, 26 minutes in, with Santos leading Flamengo 3-0, most peeps would think flipping the script was a no-go. But they were sleeping on the fact that there was a soccer wizard named Ronaldinho on the field. And with him, anything was still game. 2 minutes later, Ronaldinho's squad went all out on the attack, desperate to switch up the scoreboard. After Luis Antonio slung the ball from the right and crossed it into the box, Ronaldinho was right there, face to goal. And this time he didn't miss his shot, netting his first goal of the game. With the score looking like a total drag, Ronaldinho didn't even bother to celebrate. He just grabbed the ball from the net, eager to get back to the game, knowing there was a ton of ground to cover. That goal sparked a glimmer of hope for Flamengo, needing 2 more to draw level. Minutes later, Ronaldinho's team hit the gas again, and with another cross from the right, Flamengo scored another, this time a header from midfielder Thiago Neves. Just like Ronaldinho, Thiago Neves didn't waste time celebrating, grabbed the ball from the net, and rushed to restart the play. The game was all kinds of intense and fast-paced, with 5 goals scored in under 30 minutes. And just 5 minutes later, Ronaldinho's crew was at it again, scoring a goal that got called offside. In another Flamengo push, Ronaldinho whipped out a slick backheel pass in the box to Thiago Neves, but the opposing keeper made a solid save. That's when peeps started to believe a Flamengo comeback was on the cards. And if Neymar didn't step up soon, the tide could turn. And step up he did, taking the ball midfield on the left. He blitzed forward with his signature speed and got shoved in the box, earning a penalty. Veteran Elano was tapped for the kick, going bold with a chip shot down the middle. But Flamengo's keeper made light work of it, even showing off with some keepy-uppies. That miss could have widened the gap and maybe sealed the deal, but it kept Ronaldinho's squad's hopes burning. Not long after, with minutes ticking down in the first half, Flamengo went on the offensive and won a corner. Ronaldinho delivered a killer corner kick, finding his teammate David, who flicked it in for a goal. The first half wrapped up tied 3-3 with Ronaldinho and Neymar each having scored and assisted, keeping the game tight. The second half kicked off balanced, with both teams creating solid chances. And just 5 minutes in, Neymar decided to show why he was Brazil's next big thing. On a Santos counter, Neymar got a perfect pass, leaving him one-on-one with the keeper. With his mad skills, he controlled the ball and finished with finesse, adding another goal for his team and widening their lead. By then, Neymar was on fire, with 2 goals and an assist, playing like a total boss. But the game wasn't over, and Ronaldinho still had some magic up his sleeve to possibly flip the script. Moments later, a back pass to Flamengo's keeper almost gave Neymar's team another chance to extend their lead, but the keeper was on point, averting further damage. The game was fire, and at the 13-minute mark of the second half, Ronaldinho's team got a free kick from way out. Still, it was a major threat because Ronaldinho was on the kick. He decided to whip in a cross, and David, who had already nailed a header earlier, went for another solid header. But Santos' keeper managed to save it. A few minutes later, Ronaldinho, with the ball at midfield, tried to solo his way through the defense but lost the ball at the last defender. Ronaldinho was all in, ready to do whatever to win this game. It wasn't long before Ronaldinho and his squad were on the attack again, with Ronaldinho shooting, the ball deflecting off a defender, and falling to Thiago Neves, who was offside. That was Flamengo's second no-go goal for being offside, but it didn't seem to shake the team's vibe. Soon after, Ronaldinho went for another attack, sending a pass that was just too strong. As the minutes ticked by, it felt like Ronaldinho's Flamengo was inching closer to tying it up, and that's exactly what went down at the 21-minute mark. Ronaldinho near the box tries to dribble past the defenders but gets fouled. The spot, just 19.9 meters out, was prime real estate for a free kick, especially with Ronaldinho, one of the world's free kick masters, stepping up. With that signature Ronaldinho flair, he opts for a low shot under the wall as the defenders jump, expecting a lofted shot. Boom! Ronaldinho nets a stunning goal, pulling his team back to a tie. At this stage, the Neymar versus Ronaldinho showdown was neck and neck again, each with 2 goals and an assist, both showing off big time. If the game ended here, it'd already be legendary, but fate was about to pick a winner. Neymar was also hungry for the win, trying to break through on the left, tumbling in the box, but no foul was called this time. Minutes later, he tries another solo run, getting fouled by Flamengo's players. Neymar kept pushing, getting the ball in the box, making space for a shot, but it went wide. Then, Neymar tries another solo, dribbling past a defender and shooting wide again. Despite Neymar's sick performance, fate had chosen Ronaldinho's night. 35 minutes into the second half, on a Flamengo counter, Ronaldinho, unmarked, gets the ball and doesn't miss, scoring his 3rd of the game. People were shook. Ronaldinho just hit a hat trick in a game against Neymar that started with his team down 3-0. It was like something out of a movie, but it was real. After that epic comeback, Ronaldinho's squad held on for 13 minutes, sealing a 5-4 win over Neymar's team. This day went down in soccer history as the most beautiful match of the Brazilian Championship. A legendary face-off between 2 of Brazil's all-time greats, with Ronaldinho proving he's the top dog. Despite the loss, Neymar still got the Puskás Award for the year's sickest goal. He also realized he had to level up big time to match Ronaldinho's genius, who, even past his prime, showed the world he's the real dribble king. The day Ronaldinho retired and hit the pitch with a bunch of other football legends was straight up mind-blowing. This all went down in June 2023 during a friendly match between Team Ronaldinho and Team Roberto Carlos. The game was stacked with top-tier stars like Dida, Cafu, Vini Jr., Dybala, Rivaldo, and Ronaldo. The phenomenon! It was an epic clash of football legends, offering a rare chance to see different generations of superstars battling it out on the same field. The ref kicked things off and the game started with a bang! Within the first 2 minutes, Ronaldinho flashed his sick skills with an awesome backheel pass to a teammate. Continuing the play, Vinicius Jr. charged down the left flank and whipped the ball into the middle, where Cafu picked it up. Spotting a gap, Cafu didn't hesitate and fired a rocket from outside the box, nearly scoring a stunner with the ball smashing against the crossbar. After Cafu's attempt, the rebound fell to Vinicius Jr., who quickly dished it to Ronaldinho. He swiftly tried to slot it home, but his accuracy was off, and the ball rolled out of bounds. Right after that, Team RC3 hit back with Nani tearing up the right side and sliding a pass to Lucas Moura, who was chilling unmarked in the box. Lucas juked the keeper and was about to shoot when the ref called offside, nixing the play. Then, Team R10 got back on the attack with Vinicius Jr., who took a sharp pass on the left corner and darted into the box. After slickly dodging a defender, he passed it to Ronaldinho, who went for goal, but his shot got blocked by an opposing defender. At the 5-minute mark, Ronaldinho kicked off an attack by feeding the ball to a teammate further up the field. However, the opposing keeper quickly rushed out of goal to clear the ball. Despite that, the rebound stayed with Team R10, allowing JJ to launch a powerful shot from outside the box that nailed the crossbar and almost scored. Following the play, the rebound landed at Vinicius Jr.'s feet, who, with his back to the goal, pulled off a spectacular bicycle kick aimed at the net. But the opposing keeper was on point and made the save, denying what would have been a legendary goal. At 6 minutes, Team R10 went on the offensive again with Cafu advancing on the right and passing the ball to Ronaldinho in the middle of the area, unmarked. However, he mishit the ball and fluffed the shot right in front of goal. Up to that point, Ronaldinho seemed off his game, blowing several clear chances to score. At the 9-minute mark, Ronaldinho led another attack, exchanging passes with his teammates inside the opposing area until he was face-to-face with the keeper. Yet again, he botched the finish, wasting another golden scoring opportunity. Right after, Team R10 kept up the offensive pressure, this time with JJ pulling off an impressive solo play, weaving through multiple defenders and smashing the ball into the back of the net. This stunner from Ronaldinho's mates put the team ahead, hinting that many more goals might unfold as the game continued. But on the other side, there were other Ballon d'Or winners like Rivaldo. At the 15-minute mark, Team RC3 responded with Varane pushing forward and passing the ball to Rivaldo in the middle, near the box. Spotting a gap in the defense, Rivaldo took the opportunity to unleash a left-footed strike from outside the area. The shot was so powerful and well aimed that it hit exactly the desired angle. Goalie Dida tried to reach the ball, but no luck, and it ended up in the back of the net. This goal from Team RC3 tied the game again, ramping up the excitement even more. Around the 22nd minute, Ronaldinho led an attack, passing the ball to Vinicius Jr., who was further up. The talented Brazilian player moved toward the goal and attempted a lob shot over the keeper, but the play had already been called off by the ref for offside. Right after, Team R10 resumed the offensive with Dybala, who received a sharp pass on the left wing, advanced, and passed the ball to Ronaldinho near the box. Ronaldinho then took control, moved into the area, and tried a shot on goal, but the finish was so weak, it seemed more like a back pass to the keeper. At the 24-minute mark, Team R10 organized an effective attack with Vinicius Jr. pushing down the left, breaking into the area and using quick dribbles to confuse the opposing defender, creating space for a precise cross to the middle. Kluivert, perfectly positioned, received the pass in prime condition and simply nudged the ball into the goal. This second goal, scored by R10's mates, put the team back in the lead in the game. Vinicius Jr. wasn't satisfied with just one assist. He wanted more. At the 27-minute mark, the young Brazilian talent showcased skills reminiscent of Ronaldinho by executing a stunning forward pass while deceptively looking the other way, thus bamboozling his opponents with this slick technical move. Cafu, highly alert to the play, received the ball with precision and quickly advanced towards the opposing goal. Facing the keeper one-on-one, he executed a refined shot, lobbing the keeper and depositing the ball into the back of the net. This spectacular goal by Cafu drew enthusiastic applause from the fans, who were visibly impressed by the beautiful play that culminated in a memorable stunner. With this goal, Team R10's friends widened their lead even further, cementing their dominance in the match. Approaching the 30-minute mark, Ronaldinho fueled an attack by passing the ball to JJ, who advanced, dribbled past the keeper, and fired a backheel shot towards the goal. However, just as the ball was about to cross the goal line, Cafu stepped in to finish, leading the referee to call offside and nullify the play. Right after the previous play, Team RC3 responded with a set piece against the opposing defense, culminating with William sending a beautiful pass into the box. Lucas Moura quickened his movements, ran to meet the ball, and concluded the play with an effective finish. This goal by RC3's friends, coming from players still active in professional football, clearly demonstrated that the physical vigor of the younger players provides a significant advantage and brings a special dynamic to the game. At the 33-minute mark, Ronaldinho, positioned on the left wing, contributed to his team's attack by sending a pinpoint pass to Kaká, Cafu, who was unmarked on the other side of the field. Cafu received the ball perfectly and without hesitation executed a powerful shot toward the goal. However, despite the solid attempt, the precision of the shot wasn't ideal, causing the ball to fly over the crossbar and out of play. Ronaldinho was eager to help his team extend their lead. At the 35-minute mark, the Brazilian star delivered a remarkable pass to Vinicius Jr., who was well positioned ahead. Skillfully controlling the ball, Vinicius sped toward the opposing goal. Facing the keeper one-on-one, he decided to replicate Cafu's earlier goal, launching an accurate lob shot that soared over the keeper and gently landed in the back of the net. This spectacular goal by Vinicius Jr., resulting from an assist by Ronaldinho, served to further widen Team R10's lead, solidifying their superiority in the match. As the game approached the 40-minute mark, Team R10 launched another attack, with Cafu advancing on the right and breaking into the opposing area. He then made a back pass, finding Ronaldinho in a favorable position. Receiving the ball and noticing the displaced keeper, Ronaldinho attempted a clever lob over the defender, aiming for the goal. However, the keeper managed to get back in position in time and made a crucial save, preventing what would have been a memorable goal from Ronaldinho. Meanwhile, Vinicius Jr. was hungry for goals. At the 43-minute mark, the young Brazilian star showcased his skill by delivering a flawless pass to Dybala, then sprinting across the field to receive the return ball up front. When Vinicius Jr. collected the pass back inside the box and faced the keeper one-on-one, he fired a shot toward the goal, but by a whisker, the ball didn't go in, striking the post instead. Taking advantage of his proximity to the fans after the play, Vinicius Jr. interacted with some young fans there, handing out autographs and sharing a special moment. Shortly after, the referee blew the whistle for halftime. Returning from the break, some players switched teams to try to balance the game, like Vinny Jr., who moved to play for Team RC3. Now, Ronaldinho's team faced the challenging task of trying to maintain their lead against more prepared players. With the referee's whistle marking the start of the second half, Vinicius Jr. entered the field motivated and eager to score a goal. At the 47-minute mark, the young Brazilian talent captured a pass on the left wing and advanced determinedly toward the opposing goal. Entering the box, he skillfully found space between the defenders and unleashed a powerful shot toward the goal. Vinicius' strike was so strong and precise that it outpaced the keeper's reflex, finding its way into the back of the net. The goal celebration was particularly memorable, with Vinicius engaging in a lively series of dances and even taking a selfie using a fan's cell phone, adding a special touch to the joyous moment. Immediately after the goal, there was a curious moment when a fan ran onto the field to hug Ronaldinho, showing that despite not standing out in that match, he remained a favorite among the fans. At the 55-minute mark, Vinicius Jr. once again displayed his talent by controlling the ball with an elegant backheel touch, kickstarting a promising attack. Advancing toward the opposing area, he dazzled with a series of skillful dribbles to outmaneuver the defenders. However, instead of opting for a shot, Vinicius got a bit too carried away with his dribbling and, unfortunately, ended up losing the ball. At the 56-minute mark, Ronaldinho decided to exit the game, opting for a substitution. Although he didn't showcase his best performance in the match, he left the field to applause from the fans, acknowledging his brilliant career. At that moment, some fans attempted to invade the pitch to get closer to Ronaldinho, but security promptly intervened, preventing them from reaching the player. The security intervention against the initial fan invasion, instead of discouraging further attempts, seemed to have the opposite effect, encouraging more fans. In a moment of escalating excitement, a crowd of fans decided to follow suit and made their way onto the field, approaching various other renowned players. Vinicius Jr., one of the most recognized athletes on the field, had to be quickly escorted off the pitch to ensure his safety. Although the players showed great receptivity and kindness toward the fans, security measures required that everyone be escorted to the locker rooms to avoid any incidents. This situation led to the game being called off before completing the full 90 minutes of regular play. Despite the unexpected end to the game, it was thrilling to watch veteran football stars, once considered the best in the world, competing and playing side by side. However, it became quite clear that a young player in his prime, like Vinicius Jr., could outshine these football legends with relative ease, clearly standing out in the game.